What's up, guys? It's your boy Midwest Tour Review here back again. Well, I am out in the shop working on the John Deere 320. First and foremost, thank you guys for all of the comments regarding what I should be testing to figure out what is going on with the no start condition. I've not gotten through all of the comments, and I need to actually write them all down so that I can go through systematically and test each one of them. But right now I decided that I'm just going to check the compression. I checked on the first cylinder. I had 173, something like that, 173, 175 PSI. I don't know what the spec is for this engine. This is the 18 horsepower F590V Kawasaki overhead cam, dual overhead cam. Oh no, OHV, sorry, V-twin. But anyway, I need to find out what the compression rate is on this. So let me go ahead and try to start this thing, and we'll see what the compression rate is on the other side. So that one there, we're about the same. Hopefully you guys can see that. I don't know, yeah, if I pull it off, it's gonna bleed out. But it is 100, and it's got a little bit of a leak down on it. It's about 100, and I think those are probably 5 PSI increments. Yeah, so that's about 165. So it's about a 10 PSI difference from side to side on compression. So I need to see what the engine should be putting out in order to determine if that's good or bad. But yeah, we're like right there between 150 and 175. So what is that? 25 PSI variance between the two. So yeah. So we'll have to see what's going on with that. So I've done a compression check. I've confirmed spark. I've been trying to be very careful with how much starter fluid I use. I know a lot of you guys warned that that could be harmful to the engine. I did check the spark plugs. They were very oily, or had at least a lot of carbon buildup on them. My assumption is probably the use of starter fluid. You know, in putting starter fluid in there probably helped build up the carbon or the wetness on the plugs, because I was not very gentle with the starter fluid at first, I'll admit. So I'm trying to be a little bit more sparingly on it right now. Go ahead and throw these spark plugs back in here. And I'll let you guys hear exactly what I'm hearing or what I'm experiencing with it. It's not necessarily something I'm hearing per se. I also have that issue there too. It's like the bend is just not engaging the gear. So that's about all that I'm getting. I have to do something there. So it's trying to start. I've already, well, at least I thought I checked to make sure that we're getting fuel, which I think we are. I took this piece off here. I'm gonna put this back on. Maybe that could be it. I'm not really sure. I'm trying out a bunch of things right now to try to figure this out. Well, I'm exploring a lot of different options. I should say it that way. Because I don't know, man. Actually, I got my little siphon tank up here. Kind of help me out. I haven't done a whole lot to this tractor in terms of, you know, first thing is to get it started, right? That's the very first thing. I was reading some comments today on a couple videos, and one of the comments was about like tool reviews, and somebody made the comment that they appreciate getting tool reviews of people who actually use the tools, and I agree. I mean, I like that too, and I agree with that comment. But it was in a negative light, and what they were saying is that, you know, it was nice to see somebody who actually used the tools and not just simply a tool collector. Some people probably consider me to be a tool collector because I have so much, but you guys got to keep in mind, I never set out to have a whole lot of tools like I do. I stumbled upon a great opportunity to get what I got, and I just capitalized on it. Anybody who likes to work with their hands would have done the same thing. In terms of like being a shield or nothing like that, I mean, the reality of it is that you shouldn't care. I'm not calling myself one. I like certain brands like Capri and Olsa. I think that there are certain things that each manufacturer does that's really good, right? But in terms of being like a shield, I would not consider myself to be one, because 90% of what I own is Snap-on and Mac. So I don't have a whole lot of either Olsa tools or Capri tools. I have some stuff, but not a whole lot. But I guess my point is that it shouldn't matter if someone's a shield or not, or you know, quote unquote, call them a shield or not, because the reality of it is that no other part of your life do you make a decision about whether or not you will spend money on something or not. You don't do it when you go to the grocery store. You won't do it when you buy a house. You won't do it when you buy a car. You're going to go and test drive and touch and feel and check out for yourself. So I guess my point is that regardless of what somebody says on the internet about a tool being great or not, you're a grown up, grown woman, grown man. So you're going to make the decision based upon what you look for in a tool. You may look at some of the reviews, but I think there's nobody out there that probably bases their entire tool setup collection or whatever you do for your job based upon what a YouTuber says. If you do, then you're an idiot. Not getting throttle response. Okay, so that was totally unexpected. I'm not getting throttle response though. So I'm moving the throttle back and forth, but I'm not getting I'm not getting a response. I don't know why. Oh. Maybe that's why. I'm gonna have to review the linkages and how this is all set up. Let me see if I can start it again. Okay, that killed it. Okay. She is smoky. Jesus. Well, we know she'll run. I guess that's a good thing, right? So we're not getting throttle response. So I don't know. That's the next thing we got to work. Man, this is pretty cool. I'm excited that she'll start. Pretty consistent with the starting too. That's cool. So, okay. So we're not getting throttle. Like when I press the throttle cable, so that's gotta be all with the carb, right? So does the carb need to be adjusted? I know this stupid cord here. I can hear the fuel just like, it is, the fuel pressure is like real, like it's like really strong. I moved that cable slightly and I can hear it. Okay, so that cut it out. So my guess is that we're not getting, is that not? Oh, that's not doing anything. Okay, I'm gonna have to play around with that. I guess that's the next thing I gotta do. Cause, yeah, she'll run. She ain't running well, but she'll run. Okay, so I'm not getting I'm not getting any throttle response, or if it is, it's very, very minimal. So I assume that that's the carb. You guys tell me, am I right? And I can tell, let me show you, let me get a light, hang on a minute. See if I can find, I've got all these flashlights and now that I need one, I can't find what I did with it. That's how it works. When you're on camera, you always panic. All right, here. Let me get you guys out of the tripod. You know. Oh, I'm going to finish up my point too. Here, I'm sorry. I kind of went off on a tangent. I wasn't expecting this to start. Okay, so let's do it that way. So up there, you can see that the linkages are not. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. But there's a cable there that is not connected, so I need to fix that. And yeah, and then this is the actual, sorry, this is the actual throttle cable here, or this one here up front. That's the throttle cable there. And I know that that's actuating inside of the carb, and then the one in the back I thought was the choke. So it seems like the choke cable is not connected properly. I need to figure that out. So, but everything else, we put a new lift pump on it for the fuel, put a new carb on it. I don't know if that needs to be adjusted or not. I mean, that's a good question. I probably need to check that and compare that to the old one. I still have the old one here, and it probably just simply needs to be cleaned. It is original Japan made one. Probably just simply need to clean it. It's probably actually a good throttle body or a good carburetor. Just needs to be cleaned up. But maybe I need to look at this one and adjust that one in accordance with this. But she runs, so I guess we're one step ahead, because I did not think she was gonna run when I came out here. Let's see if she'll start up again. And she keeps doing that too. She smokes like a sieve, man. Whew, God. So I don't know. All right, so we got her running. So that's battle number one, is it runs. So next we have to figure out the throttle situation. And then we got to figure out the drive situation. I don't know what's going on with that. I think something's bound up or broken or something, because this is the to move it, and it's just kind of like, it's stuck. I don't know what's going on with that. So we're you know, still in the woods here with this one here, but at least she does run, so we know that the engine is somewhat okay. I'm not too happy about the smokiness, but then again, I don't know how long this tractor sat. It may have sat a while, so that could be why there's heavy smoking right now. Maybe if I let it run a while and get the throttle or the idle adjusted and all that kind of stuff, maybe she'll be better off, and maybe we can burn away a lot of that smoke, but burn off some of that oil and smokiness. But she does run, so that's good. Oh, I guess the last thing is, so I guess my point was what I was trying to make in terms of the shield comment and all that kind of stuff. You know, people will make recommendations based upon whatever, right? So, you know, we're all adults here, so we're gonna go with whatever we decide to go with. Like, I listen to a lot of, I probably watch more YouTube videos in terms of toolbox setups than probably most people. I mean, I've been on it since 2011, part of the YouTube community. I can't say that I bought any tool specifically because someone said go out and buy it. There's been a lot of tools I've checked out because people have said to go out and check it out, but I've never bought a tool solely on the premises that someone says, oh, that's a great tool, it's gonna last you a lifetime. So don't get so wrapped up by what people are saying in terms of, you know, if you're listening to someone telling you to go out, that this tool, if you listen to someone saying this is the best tool in the world, and you're basing that on your as a religion, and you're going out buying it, then you shouldn't be buying tools or anything in life at all, because you're not intelligent enough to make an informed decision. You need to go. You can take what people say with a grain of salt, but go out and do your own research, figure out what you need to figure out, and then lastly, go check the item out yourself and make sure that it makes sense and that things are where it needs to be, and that it's a good purchase for you. But don't be getting mad at people on YouTube because they're saying, hey, this is a cool tool or whatever the case may be, because ultimately you still got to make an informed decision based upon your own experience, your own opinions about an item. So I guess that's just my soapbox moment for today. But thank you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and post this video. I don't even know what I'm gonna title it, but hey, it runs, right? So maybe that's what we'll call it. It runs. All right, guys, catch you in the next one. Peace.